welcome to lesson 5 of Drag Academy. How are you feeling 4 lessons in to your drag apprenticeship?
I'm loving it. I'm learning a lot. I'm super excited about this journey, and I'm super grateful to have a talented teacher like you.
Aw, that's so sweet. Are you...
Am I ready for the lesson? Yes, I am. Do you know the lesson? Because I think it's Tig O Bitties.
Breastplate.
Breastplates. So excited. I adore breasts. I think breasts are beautiful. I want to get a tattoo, B-A-B, but breasts are beautiful.
I love that.
Bab.
Bab.
Yeah, I'm a bab babe.
Bab.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, let's all become Babs and get into breastplates and alternatives, bitch.
Let's get into it.
Alright, so we are going to go through 5 categories of breastplate / other boob alternatives and break them down into a fun, cute naming convention. Are you ready?
Yes. Are you ready?
Let's go to boob type number 1.
We're going to Boob Town. 1.
Alright, so what do we call number 1?
The boob bib.
Yes. Here we have a boob bib or bib boob.
Bibbity bobbity boob. Or bibbity bobbity boobs.
Bibbidi bobbidi boobs, exactly. So here we have what I call the bib, because obviously it's shaped like a bib. This is a silicone breastplate. It has an air pocket within the breasts to help prevent excess weight. And then it curves around the back of the neck and is connected with Velcro to hold it together.
Is there anything in here?
Air.
Air, okay.
Yeah, those are mostly hollow because when they're full, they would be really heavy.
Gotcha. You know, right now they don't feel super heavy, but I have put these on before, and sometimes it feels like...
Yeah, they can be dumbbelly.
Yeah,
For sure. Really dragging down.
dragon boobs.
A drag.
All drag queens are dragons.
Or all dragons, drag queens.
Comment down below when you give us your answer.
So, with a bib boob, you want to consider that all of the weight that is existing here is pulling on this Velcro. So you need to always keep in mind the integrity of the Velcro. With mine, I had to modify it. And as you can see, I had to re-glue the Velcro because the Velcro was ripping off because of the weight. And the breastplate was a little too long for me. So I trimmed the breastplate and moved the Velcro after ripping it off. I glued it back myself with a much stronger glue, and now the breastplate holds around my neck nice and tight. Yes.
So if I don't have a necklace, can I use like liquid latex or something to fill her in and create a seamless neckline?
No, because a bib breastplate especially shifts around too much for that to stay steady.
Gotcha.
And it'll just rip almost for sure. So I would not recommend doing that. I would recommend finding a necklace. Unfortunately, yeah. If you want a seamless neck, you're going to need top breastplate that we're about to talk about in the next section. So,
Perfect segue.
let's go to section 2. All right. So, the next kind is a crop top. I call it that because if you could just get over your one on one off thing and just sit up for me, you can see it ends about where your rib cage ends, goes up to your neck, and then this side is broken. But on this side, you can see it goes all the way under the arm, like a crop top. Now these also come in another variant where the neck goes up and goes under the jaw and under the nape of the neck. And I call those the turtlenecks.
Or the foreskins.
Oh, even better. Now, these are cheaper than the bibs, but these, because of the way they're made, they're harder to put on, especially with makeup on. Most people will put them on before they do their makeup, which means you're gonna be wearing it longer. You're gonna be really hot underneath it, see? Exactly. So, because you're always stretching it to get on and off, it also, as a cheaper price point item, breaks easier. As you can see here, it ripped, and now it's not even close to touching.
When it snapped, I went, my tits. But actually, it broke not on my body. It fell from the just top of that thing, and it snagged on the corner. Just...
Wow. And that's how you wear a crop top breastplate. So this is a stuffed bra, as you can clearly see, modeled on myself.
Wow, that is really stuffed.
Yeah, they're really stuffed. So this is an alternative if you can't afford a breastplate and you need the shape of boobs. These also are effective at pushing any type of actual fat you have over the chest up, so that way you can have a bit of cleavage. You would just sort of pull anything to the center and let it push. You do that on both sides, and then you can push. Oh, didn't even mean to give that kind of demo, but there you go.
It's effective.
Yeah, that's cool. So, the way you make these, you want to take a full cup bra. You want to make sure it has an underwire, and then you're going to take insulation foam and carve a general bra, full shaped.
A boob?
A boob, there you go. Just carve a boob. You're going to place it in the bra and then sew on a piece of fabric along the back wall. As you can see here, this one has. Now make sure, if you're using a sewing machine, your sewing needle does not hit the underwire because it can break very easily. So you can hand sew that part or go under the underwire, whatever works for you. But you're gonna leave a corner unsewn so that way you can take polyfill and shove it inside to fill in the rest of the space, so that way the curvature of the boobs is nice and straightened out however you like it.
And what is insulation foam and what is polyfill?
Insulation foam is a type of foam you can get at craft stores, and it is what is used to stuff couches.
So it's the yellow foam?
Not always yellow, but yes. And it is typically what is used for breast.
Augmentation.
No. It is typically what is used for hip pads.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Polyfill is what is used in teddy bears and pillows.
The white stuff.
Yes. White, fluffy, stringy. And that's it about stuffed bras.
Nice. Next is chicken cutlets.
So your last option is even less hard to assemble. Here I have just a regular plain full cupped bra, and inside we have some grocery store tights filled with rice.
Cool. Question, what do you mean by full cup?
So different bras have different amounts of the cup that they have.
Uh-huh.
You can see ones that are cut across.
Yeah.
Some are cut really low.
Yep.
So the amount of the boob that the bra cup covers is very important.
Cool.
Because the more it covers, especially if you're either making one or stuffing one, that more of the shape is going to be provided that you're not having to create yourself.
So you want full coverage when you have individual tickle bitties.
Exactly. Now you can have other types of stuffing for your bras, whether that be socks, whether you can get the silicone inlets, chicken cutlets, as you said. But this is a very easy, beginner-friendly solution. This is especially easy. The only problem with this is if you sweat a lot, it's going to absorb into the rice, and you're going to start to smell like rice.
Yum.
So
make sure you carry some chopsticks to eat it.
Exactly, yeah. And
Or fork, or however you eat rice.
don't be surprised when a drag room smells like rice, because it's not uncommon.
And if you ever drop your phone in water, you can just pull it and put it in one of your tits.
True.
Cool.
Voila.
So I've been considering braiding my boob hair. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, as an alternative, let's discuss how to clean your silicone breast plates, bibs, crop tops, turtlenecks. That's what they're called, right?
Sure. Boob necks.
Turtleneck. Mitch McConnell neck.
Gross.
So, two methods. Actually, that's not the first one. Lint rolls are going to be your best friend to get rid of the hair. So that's...
Oh my god, it's like getting waxed!
Now, obviously, you'll have to go over it several times. Just clean them on. It'll work really well after you've used several of these. I don't have time for that. And then over here we can see there's some type of
Stain or
thank you.
like dirt, mayhaps. Ooh, that's cold. Oh.
And voila, came right off.
Wow.
So alcohol and a cotton pad or a cotton ball
Baby soap.
and lint rollers are your key to cleaning all of your silicone breast applications. But you'll typically want to remove the hair before you do any cleaning.
Why is this doing this?
Because you're pushing and you're using too much.
Okay. How much is enough?
Well, once the alcohol starts becoming dry on that, it's especially. Yeah.
Oh my god!
That needs to be lint rolled now.
Gotcha. Welcome to the question section. I have a couple questions for you.
Yes.
Do I need a breastplate to do drag?
Absolutely not. Breasts are not an essential part of drag. Breasts are a part of some people's drag if they choose to include that as part of their vision, but drag is individual to everyone who does it, and their individual artistic expression and the persona that is within them that they are expressing has no limitation in how they might look. So if that persona has breasts, then this video is for you, and this is all about ways that you can create that illusion. But if your persona in your mind that you're bringing to life doesn't have boobs, then you don't need any of these.
Okay, and what if my persona had more than 2 boobs or 1 boob? Are there like options for me to give that illusion?
You definitely could reach out to certain people and try to have one custom made. There have been definitely 3 titted breastplates made before. I've seen definitely on Dracula before.
So Chambers, right?
Yeah, that's a common motif because of from the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Mars After.
Nice.
Comment below if you know which movie I'm talking about. But there's an alien girl with 3 boobs, and she is often recreated in drag. So absolutely, there are avenues. You just have to look for them.
Okay. And when is it appropriate and when is it not appropriate to wear a breastplate?
It is appropriate anytime that you deem fit. The appropriateness of the breastplate depends on how you wear it and depending on the situation. If you're worried about like wearing a really risque breastplate in front of children, then wear something not so risque over them.
So be modest.
Exactly, but that's not a result of the breastplate. The breastplate is just a tool. It is not inherently sexual, it is not inherently appropriate, it's not inherently inappropriate. It just is. It's how you use it that determines the effect.
Cool. Thank you for answers to those questions.
You're welcome. Thank you for interesting questions.
Of course.
And with that concludes the bulk of our episode. So make sure to check us out on Patreon at The House of Vanity. Also make sure to stay tuned here on YouTube for all of our other content. We have the High Couture podcast on all podcast platforms. Do we have anything else to plug?
A podcast that I was on that airs tomorrow, Valentine's Day, at That Zoe Girl, the podcast, available on all platforms. And yeah,
Go check them out, and we will see you next week. Bye.
bye.